heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs offense will get the first possession of the game. The give. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's small.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Butler. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
42 Spider, 4-2.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Warren. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
If you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get line.
And it's a fumble on the play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Arizona. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Warren.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll try the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. And the Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the returner will be dragged down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's small. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Warren. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Kent State. The Mection never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's small. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Ezukama. Made a defender miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Line out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Pocket breaking down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Baker. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Ezukama. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. It's Ezukama. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Butler. Here's the pressure. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Just keep slinging it. Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wildcats! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's going to take off, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. The defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it behind the line. It's Warren. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's small. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed enough.
Turning on the Jets. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. To the air on first down. Going deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's Riggs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd?
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game.
Touchdown, TCU! Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Arizona in a hurry.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Complete downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one.
3:25.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's small. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Warren. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Max looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Makes the catch. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
Yeah, and now it's fourth down. It's money down, and I don't think there's a question right here. You need the touchdown. You got to put that on the scoreboard. You're going for it. You're putting your best play forward right now.
It's complete to the left. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Looking for the score. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab down the left side. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're working that left side. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of down.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Arizona. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Butler. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man quickly. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the outside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw it in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you've got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Last chance coming up. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He had no time left, no choice. Had to get it done, and he does, and they're a conversion away from a W.
How about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part, bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.